Street.
I'm going to prescribe some hyoscine and metoclopramide, and you should come right fairly quickly.
Were you having a drink or three at lunchtime?
Of course not. What's giving you that idea?
Because you're slurring your words.
Don't take my job away.
Sarah, either you take leave immediately, or you tell Kip what's going on.
Well done. I had no idea you were so eloquent.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm serious. You've been holding out on us. You wait till I tell Callum.
I think you might have heard enough from me to last him a lifetime.
Craig, you did us proud up there. Exceeded all of our expectations.
I was worried I might have rattled on.
No, you were informed, logical, and to the point, invaluable. And on that score, the proposal we discussed. Do you have an answer for me yet?
Yeah, I'm still mulling.
Positively, or...?
It's feeling that way.
Excellent. Well, whenever you're ready. I better go and speak to the also-rans. It's good to see you again, Justine.
Something about that man.
You really don't like him, do you?
No, it's not too bad, I suppose, for an insincere, self-serving, womanising snake.
Well, don't hold back. He's only our host.
I know. It's just whatever he says or does, I feel like there's an agenda. You're not really considering his job offer, are you?
Well, why not? Even you said it was a good opportunity.
But you're ED through and through. I was sure when it came down to it.
Tired of the pace, the pressure, the stress of managing life and death. Now it's time I stepped aside, let someone younger have a go.
Because you're such an old coot.
I'm ready for something fresh.
But research and development?
Well, it's just fine with me. The hours are steady. Money's good.
You can say that again. Knowing Scott Spear, there'll be a car, a boat and a bimbo thrown in.
What a way to go.
Oh, you're busy. I'll come back.
Are you kidding? Any distraction is welcome. How are you? What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about yesterday, my slurred speech.
Great, because to be honest, it has been on my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I'm here to see you as a patient, okay? Not as a colleague or a friend. Normally I'd see Craig, but he's away, so I need you to see me.
Sure, of course.
The thing is, I've been having these episodes lately. Numbness, paralysis, faulty vision. It's why I couldn't avoid the gurney that time. I could see it coming, I just couldn't get out of the way because my leg was numb. And it's why I'm still using this cane. I'm afraid that it will happen again.
Sarah, why didn't I know any of this? Why haven't you told me?
Well, I'll get to that bit. Yesterday, my slurred speech, that was a first. I haven't had that before, but it fits.
With?
Multiple sclerosis. I have MS.
Hugh Spencer, I know that name. Have we met?
I don't think so.
Craig Valentine, as you can see.
I heard you speak. You were very impassioned.
Is that a good thing?
Absolutely. It sets you apart from backroom computer brains like me. I just need to go and...
It's killing me. I know that name from somewhere.
Perhaps another Scott Spear function? I've been with the company a long time.
No, well, I don't do many of those things. I don't think that'd be it.
I'm sure I'd remember if we'd met before. I'm sorry, I need to go and speak with someone.
You said you normally see Craig. Does that mean?
Yeah, he knows. He made the diagnosis.
How long ago?
A while, 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months? How could I not? Okay, what can I do for you today?
Nothing. But you're in charge for now. I wanted you to know. Craig wanted you to know.
Well, I'm glad I do. Things make so much more sense now. I mean, he was coming down so hard on you, watching you so closely. I knew there was more to it than that. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, he was worried about me and about patient safety, not to mention throughput figures. The conditions wreaked havoc with my empathy levels.
Well, I'm not surprised.
And getting too close leads to stupid emotional mistakes.
Well, you don't make too many of those.
Oh, I'm still haunted by Regan Shields. I just made things worse trying to make him feel better, but I've learnt from that. Don't worry, I won't go all wobbly on you.
TK's kept this so quiet. I mean, we're mates. He hasn't shown
any
sign.
He doesn't know.
Sorry?
I haven't told him yet.
But you went away together for weeks.
I was asymptomatic the whole time. Lucky, eh? I don't want him to worry and fuss and think he has to take care of me. I just need to keep everything normal. I need to keep working.
And Craig's okay with this?
As long as the beast is back napping in its cave, yep.
Well, what if you have another attack?
Then I will tell you straight away, just the way I do with him. But you have to keep this to yourself.
I don't know, Sarah. It doesn't seem right that other people know that I know and TK doesn't.
Officially, you are my doctor. You are bound by patient confidentiality. If you say anything to anyone about this, I will report you.
Busy morning, eh?
Yeah, just the way I like it.
Or you can take a break whenever you feel like it.
Back off.
I'm just saying.
I've felt your eyes burning a hole in me for the last hour. The nurses are starting to notice. If you keep on like this, it's as good as betraying my confidence.
I'm worried. And you can't blame me. This is huge and it's come from nowhere.
Well, not for me it hasn't. I'm conscious of even the slightest change in how I feel. And I told you that I would let you know if I'm having any problems. Your patient is waiting. Just be cool.
This is Noah Schwartzman. He's an acute renal failure. He suffered a VF arrest on the way here and was shocked and is now in sinus with him.
Right, straight through the resusc.
He's Justine's patient. I thought he was still on the wards.
He was released into his mother's care last night. They were meant to be flying home to Christchurch today.
You know, he's Craig's Bravo guy.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Well, I was first in on the case last time.
Well, then you've had your fun now. It's my turn. You can bring me his notes, though.
How's he doing?
He's hyperkalemic. Give him calcium gluconate and call the medical team.
Intubate?
Yeah.
Mrs. Schwartzman, it's best if you wait.
I need to be with my son. Oh, Noah. Baby, speak to me. Can you hear me?
Mrs. Schwartzman, your son is very ill. It's best if you wait.
What's that? Or what's happened? Tell me.
Tracy.
Dr. Potts will talk to you later, but right now you do not want to hold her up. Believe me, you don't. So come on, let's go.
Never have discharged him last night if his vitals weren't stable. Why would he suddenly go into renal failure?
Maybe his mum has some answers. We can take it from here if you want to go talk to him.
Yeah, he's stabilising.
Looks that way.
Megan, just give me a yell if you need me, all right?
How is he? What's happened?
His kidneys weren't functioning properly, which led to acute renal failure. Plus, he had an irregular heartbeat due to his high potassium.
Oh, God, no.
But he is holding his own now. We just need to find out what caused this.
Look, I think it was me.
Sorry?
Mrs. Schwartzman gave him some anti-nausea meds prescribed by Dr. Jones. She's worried she did the wrong thing.
Well, he was doing fine up until then, but he said he was feeling queasy, and I just didn't think. I gave him 2 tablets with water.
You did exactly what you should have.
But he had trouble breathing right away, and it got so bad I thought he was going to suffocate, and the sweat was just pouring off him.
Well, he may have had a bad reaction to the medication, and that's unusual, but it's possible, and it's not your fault.
Are you sure? He's been through so much. If I've done anything to make that worse,
Well, I'll get hold of those pills and I'll have a look and see what's in them.
Oh, well, it's Fortisane. Here.
Okay. Well, the active ingredient in these is ondansetron, and it's very commonly used and completely safe.
Not for my boy. Can I see him now?
Yes, you can, once we've transferred him upstairs. Tracy, can you take Mrs. Schwartzman outside? Thank you. We'll be as quick as we can.
How did you get on with Hugh Spencer?
Well, I know where I've heard the name before. He was a spokesman for Bravatil.
No way.
Defending the human trials of BR 1510.
But that was only 2 weeks ago. It can't be the same Hugh Spencer.
Well, this one speaks with a British accent, and he could have been on his way out already when Bravatil hit the wall.
I suppose.
Why wouldn't Scots be still taking on? They're in the same field, they take the same risks. Victims like Noah Schwartzman are just collateral damage to them. No one's fault.
Hey, this is your new employer you're talking about.
Things will be different on my watch. There'll be no rushing, no corner cutting. Drugs won't go near a human trial until I am good and ready. Here he is now by the door. That's Hugh Spencer.
He's not exactly a people person.
Why did he lie to me? Why did he say he's been working for Scots Beer for a long time?
Maybe he's got a conscience. Maybe he doesn't want to be linked to Bravatil.
Didn't feel like that.
Let me have a go.
Hey?
You You look a bit lonely here, all on your own.
No, I'm quite all right.
Hugh Spencer. Oh, you're with Scott Spear?
Yes.
I'm Justine Jones, head of surgery at Shortland Street Hospital.
Pleased to meet you.
Your name sounds terribly familiar. It's not through Bravatil, is it?
No.
You see, I operated on one of the drug trial volunteers recently, which led me to read a lot about it. I'm sure I saw your name somewhere. Spokesperson, perhaps?
No, definitely not.
You don't have to deny it to me. I believe in human drug trials, and if something goes wrong occasionally, well, that's just the price we pay for progress, isn't it? It was you, right? So, how did you make such a quick move into Scott Spear? Are your skills
I said you have the wrong person.
That man most definitely has something to hide.
Noah's kidneys were already compromised by all of the drug testing, and he's still in renal failure, so we need to start him on dialysis.
The BR1510 could have been the trigger, but with so many drugs in his system, it's difficult to know for sure.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I told you he was fine until I gave him the Fortisan. That's what did it.
Fortisan is a brand name. The active ingredient on Dansatron is very safe.
Oh, she said that, but it's not true for my son.
It's been used by hundreds of thousands of people. There are no significant side effects except for some drowsiness. It wasn't the Fortisan.
You weren't there. You didn't see Noah.
Yeah, but I know his history. The answer is likely to be far more complicated than just a highly unusual reaction to a very common drug.
I don't know what else to say. I know what happened. But you two know your business, so... Can I stay with him?
Of course you can.
That's us then.
Actually,
What?
if his mum's right? What if it was a reaction to the Fortisan?
Sarah, you know the stats.
But this is a Scott Spear product, and they've had 2 others recalled lately for being dodgy. I think I should call Craig.
No, you shouldn't.
But if
Sarah,
it was
you were doing it again. You're getting overly involved with patients. Mrs. Schwartzman pushed your buttons. That's all it is.
Please, I'm not that pathetic.
Really? Is Noah still your patient?
Look, I can't ignore this. If another Scott Spear product is faulty...
Who says it is? Okay, we've had no other problems, and Noah is a walking petri dish. There could be anything going on with his body.
I believe his mum.
Try that line on Craig, and he will suspend you over the phone. Just leave it.
There's only so much excitement a girl can take. I'm off for a quiet walk.
Bacteria slings a thrill too many. I might suggest there's a new title.
So you're not going to join me?
No, I'll see it through. Probiotics next. Might have to tie me down.
She asked me about Bravatil. She knew I was a spokesperson.
She knows nothing. She's just guessing. You need
It's
to
her. She's seen us.
calm down.
I'm playing truant. I hope you're not offended.
Well, our conference is a smorgasbord. You're welcome to pick and choose. Have you met Hugh Spencer?
We spoke briefly.
Well, I'm sure he is too modest to tell you, but he's one of our newest, most promising directors of research.
You're new to Scott Spear, so where were you before?
We poached him from a lab in South Africa. He was there for 3 years after he was nabbed from a company in the US.
Really? You sound like hot property.
I'm lucky enough to have been noticed.
Antibiotics is Hugh's area of interest, so we should really be getting in there.
Oh, yes, don't let me hold you up.
We must have that drink later.
I'll look forward to it. It's not just Hugh Spencer lying about his history. Granger's doing it too.
Yeah, except they forgot to get their stories straight.
All that guff about a lab in South Africa. Why bother? What does it matter to Scott Spear if he worked for Bravatil?
What the hell?
What is it? Who's Prometheus?
I have no idea.
Do you think it's a hoax?
Do you?
You're not still working, are you?
No, not really. I'm just doing some research. Just a case that I'm interested in.
Well, quit it now and have some dinner.
There's some leftovers in the fridge. You make a start and I'll be there.
Want a glass of wine?
No, thank you. I'm actually feeling a little bit headachy.
Well, I'm not surprised. You had a full-on day in ED and now you're glued to that computer. It's so riveting.
Oh, nothing really. I'm just going to go and get a couple of paracetamol.
I'm worried about you, Sarah.
mother is so sure that Fortizan caused his collapse, and now I find out that Tony was taking the same stuff and she suffered renal failure.
She had one kidney, she was unwell, she was dehydrated. The Fortizan had nothing to do with it.
No, we don't know that for sure. And look who it's made by, Scott Spear. They've had 2 other drugs recalled lately for being dodgy. It is starting to add up.
Yeah, to one great big unfounded theory, they're peddling dodgy drugs. They're one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in Australasia. It's ridiculous.
Well, I wonder if Craig will see it that way.
You're not going to ring him.
I have to.
You think you've lost it. Look, you're tired and you have a headache. You're doing exactly what you said you wouldn't be doing.
I am not getting over-involved.
Sounds like you are to me.
This is about more than Noah Schwartzman. This is about Tony. And I swear that this is more than a coincidence. I am calling him.
All right, I'm taking the shower. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, hey Sarah, what's up?
Can you talk?
Yeah, I'm in my room. Has something happened to you?
No, I'm fine. It's about Noah Schwartzman. He was readmitted today with acute renal failure and had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance.
Oh, poor kid. Is it more fallout from Bravatil?
Well, Kip thinks so.
You don't?
I did, but Noah's mother is adamant that he was fine until he took Fortizan.
No, that wouldn't have done it. He'd on dance around hospital without a problem.
But Fortizan, the brand he took home, is a Scott Spear product. And you know they're recalled lately.
Yeah, okay. Still.
And I found another bottle of it in our bathroom cabinet, made out to Tony. Craig?
Yeah, I'm here. But the coroner put Tony's death down to an adverse reaction to her first dialysis.
Yeah, but it could have been Fortizan. What if it was? What if she and Noah are 2 victims of that?
Whoa, just slow down. You've got to check the batch numbers on Tony's medication and Noah's. See if they match. Can you do that?
Yep, I've got Noah's at work.
Okay, make it quick, will you? Things are getting pretty weird here with Scott Spear.
Now, it's a long story, but I had an email from someone called Prometheus.
It's fairly cryptic, but it suggests that Scott Spear are flogging bad drugs.
I knew it. Do we have any evidence? Can we prove anything?
I haven't replied yet. It's big stuff. I'm treading carefully.
Can I see the email?
Yeah, I'll forward it to you.
Okay, I'll pick it up when I get into work. I'm going in now to check those batch numbers, and I might revisit some of the MIAC trial data too.
Yeah, all right, but keep it under the radar, okay? We could be wrong about this.
The email could just be a stupid hoax.
Yeah, right.
And Sarah? Look after yourself, okay? You sound tired.
No, I'm fine. But I will. And you too, you look after yourself. I'll talk soon.
Yeah.
I saw the light on. What are you doing back?
Oh, I forgot to forward some case notes to a patient's GP. She's seeing him first thing, so...
Oh, you could have phoned. I'd have done it.
Oh, it's my responsibility.
So was managing your condition. You know, stress and fatigue are both triggers for MS symptoms.
You've been doing your homework?
Yeah, and as your doctor, I strongly advise you to go home before something...
Oh, you guys having a meeting now?
No, I was just telling her to get out of here. She looks whacked. I'm sure whatever these patient notes are, they could wait till the morning.
Well, you know my wife, bro. Driven to the end.
Okay. Look, give me 5 minutes and you can drive me home. I'll eat and then go straight to bed, okay?
Good. I'll walk out with you, bro. I shall see you at the front.
Okay then, thanks.
Yeah, hey, sir.
Hey, can you talk?
Yeah, just 1 second. I'll take this somewhere quiet. I got your email about the batch numbers.
Yeah, it can't be a coincidence.
We won't know that till we get some drug samples analysed.
I'll do it when I get back.
There's something else. I emailed Prometheus.
You did what?
I'm meeting him today at 10 o'clock this morning.
No, you're not. He could be a nutter.
Yeah, and he could have info that proves Scott Spears' drugs are bad. I have to risk it.
Not without me. Email him back, push the meeting till later. I'll get a plane straight home.
But what if he thinks we're mucking him around? He could lose faith and cut off all contact.
Sarah, just do it, okay?
I won't have you go alone, all right?
Okay.
I'll call you back later.
Morning, Craig. Enjoying it so far?
I'm very glad to be here. It's been thought-provoking, to say the least.
Well, I hope this means that you've reached a decision.
Yes, it does. I would like to accept your offer.
Excellent. Good man. We'll have a contract drawn up right away.
Start date mid next week?
Well, you don't muck around, do you?
Not once I've made up my mind.
Leave it to me.
What the hell are you doing? After that email last night, Hugh Spencer, how can you go and work for these people?
You think I want to? It'd make my skin crawl.
Then why are you doing it?
If there's evidence to be had, we're not going to find it by waiting outside. Someone has to get into bed with Scott Spear, and that someone is me.
And Richards. I don't believe it.
Let's get in here.
Shortland Street is back tomorrow at 11:45 with Telly Bingo at 1:45. On Sunday night, a magician enters the den, but there's no magic happening between him and the dragons at 9:30.